श्रद्धे श्री जगत गुरु शंकराचार्य श्री श्री विदुशेखर भारती महास्वामी जी दक्षिणामय श्री शारदा पीठम श्रृंगेरी जहाँ भी हैं हमारे साथ हैं, हमें उनका आशीर्वाद प्राप्त है। वो सर्व विद्यमान हैं, मैं उनको प्रणाम करता हूँ, नमन करता हूँ। श्री श्री शंकर भारती महास्वामी जी, श्री श्री ब्रह्मानंद महास्वामी जी, ऑनरेबल यूनियन मिनिस्टर श्री प्रहलाद जोशी जी, ऑनरेबल यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट श्री V. Somana ji, and everyone present here. Each one present here is custodian, ambassador, and foot soldier of our culture. It was unbelievable. It was soothing. It was splendid. It was sublime. What I saw, one has to see to believe. The ecosystem here is truly magnificent, a mesmerizing tapestry of tradition and beliefs. The rhythmic chanting of mantra engulfed me with my mind, heart and soul in togetherness. I was lost somewhere else, thousands in number. That chanting purifies our heart. Such vast gathering of thousands, unified by one spirit, one bondage, Indian culture. There is touch of divinity because our culture thinks of entire humanity. Vasudev Kutumbakam, that is our philosophy. Sanatana stands for empathy, sympathy, compassion, tolerance, non-violence, virtuosity, sublimity, religiosity, and all this converge in one word, inclusivity. We don't lead nations in this country. We don't need sermonization and preachings as to what is inclusivity. We live inclusivity every moment, every day. This nation, Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity, has for centuries demonstrated to the world what is inclusivity. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. It is my great fortune to be blessed by way of association with this unique event that pristinely captures the cultural and spiritual wealth of Bharat. We are without a parallel. There is no other situation in the world. We are one and only one, and we stand for entire humanity across the planet. In all humility and earnestness, it is my profound privilege and a moment to be ever cherished, a moment that always will be in my heart, to offer my reverential salutations to Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, Shri Shri Bharati Tirth Mahaswami Ji. It is our good fortune to have His divine guidance. He is all-pervasive. Physically, He can be at one place, but we know He resides in our hearts. He influences our mind. He teaches us through our heart to love everyone. He stirs our thought. He mesmerizes our soul to think of everyone and not of the self. It is our good fortune, therefore, that when society and the world is in turbulence, we are fortunate to have His guidance. His wisdom and knowledge are a beacon of hope and enlightenment. This makes our Bharat unique. It is gratifying, a great occasion that demonstrates service of its own kind to humanity for a period of over 5 decades, and it goes on. Swan Bharti, the golden jubilee celebrations of sannyas, and sannyas has a meaning which many thinkers in the world have traveled to this country to find out the essence. This sannyas, the longevity of that is ever. It is immortal, but in terms of time and space, 5 decades. And therefore, silver jubilee celebrations of sannyas of Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, Shri Shri Bharati Tirth Mahaswami Ji, is being organized by Shri Sringeri Sharta Pitham and Shri Svedanta Bharati. What an exemplary convergence for such a worthy occasion that will give guidance to the entire world. We all are indeed indebted and blessed that this sublime celebration has benevolent guidance of Shri Shankar Bharati Swami Ji, Pithadishwar of Yadathor, Shri Yoganandeshwar Math. We are honored, privileged. What a spiritually rewarding and fulfillment environment that is. Blessed are those, and thousands are here, who can be on this occasion mantra cosmopolis, a rare spectacle, spectacular, touches mind, heart and soul. All are in unison. Those minutes I spent have surcharged me, energized me, motivated me, inspired me to be in service of Bharat in any capacity forever, to serve the society with guidance and enlightenment emanating from the holy chair. What I found, Dhavani of mantras created calm, composure, rhythm, unison. People will believe it only when they witness it. And this befittingly in sync with the occasion. The chanting was in sync with the occasion. The occasion is golden jubilee of initiation into sannyas of Pithadipati of Shri Sharda Pitam Sangeri Jagadguru Shankaracharya Shri Bharati Tirth Swamiji. The scene here, and it will be disseminated widely in public domain, the scene here has to be understood, the depth of it, the essence of it, the nectar of it, because the scene here reflects sublimity, spirituality, religiosity, a rewarding experience of what is the meaning of human existence. Are we here only to eke out a livelihood or live a life? Such kind of occasions give us a meaning much beyond what we normally think. They justify our existence on the planet. Invocation of countless mantras have surcharged us with heavenly experience and divinity. Taittiriya Samhita of Krishna Yajurved calls the practice of Parayan as the ritual that connects the mortal realm, ourselves, with the divine. This moment, enchantment of mantras transports us in the blissful presence of divinity. We express something which is indescribable but lives with us forever, becomes part of our personality. Vedic chanting represents one of humanity's most ancient and unbroken oral traditions. Vedic chanting is a bridge, a living bridge to our ancestors' profound spiritual wisdom. What I have seen, the precise rhythms, intonations, and vibrations of these sacred mantras are known to create and have created at the moment a powerful resonance that brings peace to the mind and harmony to the environment. When we gather to experience this chanting today, the one we have witnessed a while ago, we connect ourselves to the eternal chain of human experience that has been preserved with remarkable fidelity for millennia. Look at what we have seen. The systematic compositions of Vedic verses, the intricate rules of their recitation. These demonstrate the scientific sophistication of our ancient scholars. This has been accomplished without pen or without pen drive. The mathematically harmonious articulation of syllables has been transmitted through generations, and what an absorbing capacity we have. I had the good fortune to see it here. For a moment, imagine the genius of that ancient Indian mind that composed these verses. Imagine what a depth of intellect must have been there when these verses were composed. It was real intelligence, much, much, much beyond artificial intelligence. The mind was blossomed. That is our heritage. That is our bequest. And this Parayan is demonstration of the utmost confidence that we shall pass this time-honored tradition in future generations with pride. Distinguished audience, the Ashok Chakra which you see quite often in our flag, it symbolizes the importance of Dharma, the importance we have given to Dharma throughout civilizational period. Bharat as one of the world's largest collections of intelligible, intangible, both cultural heritage, including traditional arts, music, and customs. And all of them reflect our culture, our spirituality. Indian culture's unique characteristic is unity in diversity, formed through the synthesis of various cultures over the time. Our core values, and the world is coming to recognize them more during this time period. They are humility, non-violence, respect for elders and teachers. And that is why, just think for a moment, it is the birthplace of major religions like Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, and Buddhism. Dharma is considered the most fundamental concept of Indian culture. It's a barometer that guides us, guiding all aspects of life. Dharma represents both the path, the passage, as also the destination and the goal, applying to all spheres of existence, including divine beings, and serves as a practical rather than utopian ideal for righteous living. Dharma doesn't tell you to live something which is not implementable, not achievable, not available. Dharma is, if you define in that terms, a utopian concept accomplished. There is a contradiction, but Dharma solves that contradiction. Distinguished audience, from times immemorial, India has been regarded as the spiritual center of the world. We continue to be one. The earliest quest to find the meaning and purpose of life was a subject matter of deep contemplation by ancient rishis and sages of India. Many great seers and sages, rishis, expounded the truth contained in Shrutis. Perhaps the greatest among them is Jagadguru Adi Shankara, the foremost exponent of Advaita school of Vedanta. If there is one philosophy, friends, that is best suited to explain and expound unity, it is Adi Shankara philosophy. This philosophy exhorts us to look at the entire humanity, the entire world, the entire cosmos as divine. The obvious issue arises: if the divine resides everywhere, if the divine is omnipresent, if the divine is in everyone, how can you discriminate and divide? And that is why I said, and I reiterate, we define inclusivity, we define absorption, we define acceptability. Our civilization doesn't teach us to be an irretrievable, confrontational stance. We are tolerant in thought, action, and deeds. Hence, we see Indian sacred texts laced with all types of knowledge intertwined with each other. Go to our texts. What I have said you'll find. I'll make one reference to Bhagavad Gita. Sankhya Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Sankhya Yoga and Bhakti Yoga coexist with Karam Yoga. This is the philosophy of life. Teachings of Gita, remarkable and ever to be remembered. Look at one of the finest treatises on law and governance. When it comes to law and governance, we remember one, Chanakya. We remember Chanakya Niti. And what he said, Sukha se mool dharma, dharma se mool athar. And this, my friends, is most quoted. We need to learn our lessons of life. If we understand the meaning of it, it will change the course of our life. We will cease to be reckless. We will be empathic in our behavior. And this says, premise of happiness, foundation of happiness is righteousness. It is not assimilation of wealth. It is not invocation of power or authority. Happiness lies in righteousness. If you are right to yourself, you are right to others. You believe in righteousness to all human and living beings, you will be in the blessed state of happiness. And dharma is nothing but wealth. The ultimate wealth, a wealth you don't have to keep in digital account or in a safe. No one can steal it. It is your integral part. It is inalienable facet of your life. Belief in Dharma means you are existing beyond contemplation, the highest form of human life. These are the teachings of our great sages. We have the benefit of one of them amongst us. Lucky to be here. Our seers have exhorted us to be guided by dharmic values in all our actions. Where can you see a congregation of this nature? What is the uniting fabric of it? Dharma, belief in Dharma. Our commitment is this. Each one you hear, as I said earlier, is epicenter, nerve center of ambassador, custodian, and protagonist of our Dharma. When we use Dridhar Narayan, our civilization is the only one in the entire world that uses Dridhar Narayan. What does it say? In the poor, in the marginalized, in the vulnerable, in the challenged, that Dridhar, we see Narayan, we see God in such a man. It calls upon us when you see a Dridhar Narayan, the handicapped, the challenged, the deaf, the dumb, the marginalized, the vulnerable, the weaker segments. We must devote our life to be in their service. Friends, we need to remind ourselves that what a cultural and spiritual power Bharat was. When we peep into our history, we are stunned and amazed, and global leadership is finding it increasingly interesting that there existed a Bharat with that value system. Soothing aspect is that we are on our way to regaining it. We need to fast track it. ये बहुत बड़ा हेवन है. इस हेवन में हर किसी की आहुति की आवश्यकता है. हमें बहुत बड़े ज्ञानवाद पुरुष मिले हुए हैं. पूर्ण आहुति बहुत शीघ्र होनी चाहिए ताकि भारत जो समय स्वर्णिम था, the golden period of culture, we regain that back. By returning to the timeless teachings housed in the spiritual treasures and treasure troves of Bharat, we can create a society where the wealth, pursuit of wealth, harmonizes with human welfare. There is nothing wrong in being in pursuit of wealth, but pursuit of wealth should not be reckless, self-centered, only for consumption, only for show-off. If you harmonize your creation of wealth with human welfare, the society will accolade you. Your conscience will be pure. You will get happiness. When it comes to business ethics, align your business ethics with the spiritual principles, keeping in mind that Dharma is wedded to fairness to all, equitable behavior to all, equality for all. Inequities have no place in a society governed by Dharma. Our Bharat, as I said, friends, is home to 1/6 of humanity. We are outstandingly unique amongst community of nations for our cultural wealth and civilizational ethos. And this is not for a century or two. For 5,000 years, the wealth, the seamless wisdom and knowledge have been nurtured and safeguarded, and well safeguarded by our sages and gurus all throughout. Look at history of the last century itself, or a century before. All kinds of efforts were made to run down our culture, taint and tarnish our culture, destroy our cultural fabric. This was by bigotry minds. The nation has survived because our culture is indestructible. It can't be destroyed or decimated. And friends, amongst this luminous class is Adi Shankara, who devotedly worked to liberate society from its suffering. We owe to him, we owe a great debt to Adi Shankara ji for revival of timeless tradition of India's spirituality and philosophy. Legendary and easily comprehensible teachings of Adi Shankara and his reflections on our scriptures catalyzed unifying spirit across Bharat. The baton of his timeless legacy of Adi Shankara ji is now being nurtured and blossomed in our times by Shri Shri Bharati Tirth Mahaswami ji. We are fortunate, friends. With a rare command over several languages and scholarship, Shri Shri Bharati Tirth Mahaswami ji is influencing society in right direction of righteousness. This massive participation, this emotive participation, this inward participation, this hearty participation is a testament to his pivotal, historic, phenomenal, exponential contribution to our society. Friends, undoubtedly these celebrations will be inspirational for treading path of spirituality and further the essence of teachings of Adi Shankara ji. I must remind you, there are challenges we cannot ignore or overlook. We have to countenance them. Preservation of our cultural identity is our uppermost priority. Challenges are emanating from quarters on premise that are deeply to be looked into. For guidance and enlightenment, we look up to our sages and saints and glorified ones adorn the dais today. It has been rightly said, if you want to destroy a country, you don't need armies. You don't have to destroy its buildings or infrastructure. You will succeed if you destroy its culture. And therefore, always be on guard to preserve our culture. I would once again like to thank organizers for giving me this unique opportunity an opportunity I never thought I will have. I'm ever indebted for this, to be at this blissful event, at a momentous occasion, in the company of our revered sages. Let us contemplate this timeless truth, a truth we have lived with and we are bound to live with it forever. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. May our practice of Namah Shivaya illuminate our path from darkness to light, from ignorance to wisdom, from mortality to immortality. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
To watch more programs of Sansad TV, subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to like and share them.